One Piece chapter 1080. What a great chapter. We get to see Koby. We get to see new devil fruits. We got new characters. And for God knows how long, we get to see Garp do something. I'm going to be talking about it. So straight into it, we get to see Koby being a badass. He's escaped Blackbeard's jail and he's helping everyone else escape. And not only that, he's got a bounty of over 500 million. Our boy has grown. So after another introduction to Blackbeard's commanders and seeing some new Delver Fruit abilities like Alvaro Pizarro's Isle Fruit. So Pizarro's Island, whatever you want to fucking call it, fruit, seems to be an upgraded version of Pika's Stone Fruit. As we can see, he appears what seems to be wood as stone as well, and clearly the fucking rock, which really confused me when I first read it. Why is the rock talking? We also get introduced to Vasco's shop, heavy drinker apparently, same, and his glug glug fruit, booze man. He's a booze man. Interesting to see what his abilities actually are. Don't mind the outfit change. People outside did not decide to stop screaming for an hour, and so I had to go by then. Day 2. So, wherever it was, we see Blackbeard's commanders, like Vasco shot, and this fucking huge guy, San Wolf, the great battleship, a giant who had a huge fruit and is now a gigantification man. A giant. He is insanely huge. And then we go into a flashback to see Blackbeard's plan seems to be to make his pirate island into an official island, which I guess isn't a terrible idea, but there's better ways to go about it, I guess. And then Kuzan, our boy Kuzan, does it Kuzan? I don't know how to say his name. The ice guy. Is his name Kuzan? I'm gonna have to Google this. Fuck me. It is Kuzan. Yeah. I'm correct. Kuzan does a terrible job of convincing us he's not a sword member by explaining exactly what a sword member is. As Kuzan says, he's Navy, but he ain't Navy. Someone who works under the Navy, but at any point can refuse orders because they're not actually in the Navy. They just say they are. And the Navy can just cut ties with them at any point, any responsibility. In other news, Gecko Moria is alive. Which is surprising because Blackbeard seemed like he would take his fruit because it's a good fruit, but unless he's saving it and that's why he's in jail, who knows? But he's alive. But more importantly, the Navy is here to save Koby, and Koby, a cute little guy, is way too humble to think that they're there for him. And he's cute. Or should I say sorta here to rescue him, because the Navy don't give a shit. It's Garp, and we get introduced to some, I don't think we've been introduced before, to Kujaku. Kujaku. It's a fucking fly. I'm not saying it again. Navy HQ Rear Admiral. Sword. And granddaughter of, I hate these names. Suru, the Great Advisor. And has a whip fruit. A disciplined woman. Sure. Her abilities seem to be whip things, tell them what to do, even things like buildings, inanimate objects. I'm assuming people too. And they do what she commands, like move. That's all we see. We also get introduced to a pretty cool guy, Prince Groose, who is a glorp fruit user. He's a clayman. Navy HQ Rear Admiral, also sword. And his power seems pretty cool, to create golems. So his ability seems to be he can make clay golems to just go and attack while he chills out at the back. Pretty cool ability. Yeah, my cat agrees. We also get introduced to Navy HQ Lieutenant Commander Sword Hibari, who is a badass sniper, and saved Koby's life with some gunpowder modifying flower bullets from Vegapunk to jam the guns of the pirates and saving Koby's life. I don't get how it works. One Piece science. It was pretty cool though. Pretty, as the one fucking pirate says. One Piece is so funny. And obviously they save them just in time for Garp to clearly take an inspiration from Frankie and Luffy by launching the pirate ship onto the island and delivering a beautiful line and a beautiful punch, and displaying so many death flags. Dear God, Garp, what are you doing? While this is a sweet, badass moment, it's not looking good for Garp in this fight, considering there's people from Impel Down could possibly have a grudge on him if he arrested them. Who's saying? It's a theory, I don't know. And Blackbeard's plan, might turn out better if he has a better hostage like Garp rather than Koby. Koby escapes, but in return he gets a real hero that he's looking for, Garp, the legendary hero. And then, that really will give Luffy a reason to fight Blackbeard if he's fucking gonna kill his granddad. Which will be a fucking great fight, a reason to fight them. Right there. But Garp delivers a line saying Koby is the future of the Navy and his protege, and it's beautiful. And Garp, you badass, clearly see why he's so strong. He delivers an awesome galaxy impact, just destroying the town in one punch. And I do love this scene because you can see how feared, you can see how scared the pirates are just by Garp being there. It is awesome. But with the big guys that are on this island, I don't know if this team will be able to survive a full-on fight. I hope it's just a hit and run, because it is not. That guy is an island. That guy is a giant. Vasco Shot's a fucking psychopath. And the invisible guy, also a psychopath. To wrap it up, what a great chapter. Great to see some awesome action from Garp, and to see Koby being a badass, saving the prisoners, and we get to introduce some more sword members. They seem pretty cool. I can't wait to see more of them. They seem really interesting. I would love to see a fight between some of their abilities, but I don't want to see anyone die now. Jesus Christ, this is getting exciting.